transformation transcend this very present formation. Through time and space, like the Hilton cylinder, like Magoha's mahogany.
I would like on behalf of the university community to warmly welcome you to the University of Nairobi and also here in this auditorium to launch the book entitled Tower of Transformational Leadership by our very own Professor George Magoha. Professor Magoha is one of our own, a doctor, a Don, an experienced university administrator, and a professional in the educational sector of this our land. Professor Magoha wears so many hats that it's not easy to describe him and his roles. So let me just state that we, as a community, have benefited immensely from his contributions. Ladies and gentlemen, this book is a testament to the maxim that a true Don, worth their salt, must engage continuously in publishing not only articles and books and chapters in the areas of specialization, but also to publish for personal, general readership, mindful of explicating concepts to the bare minimum. And I salute, therefore, again, Professor Magoha, for taking up the tested subjects of leadership and of servant leadership and breaking it down so that we appreciate it. I wish that we would all begin to apply some of the principles alluded in the book. And if we do so, then we will prove our worth not only as a university community, but also as Kenyans. Ladies and gentlemen, the motto of our university, Unitate et Labore, implores us, regardless of gender, age, creed, class, and aspirations, to work together. In this labor of education for all, we must embrace transformation agenda with unity of purpose, merging our energies and synergy for hard work, dedicated work. Once again, I want to thank you for gracing this occasion.
And I would want perhaps to recognize my two great mentors. The first one being Professor Francis John Michanga, who is seated here in front. And the second one is Professor Christopher Makau Kemba. I started there because at the University of Nairobi, we have certain values. And the one that carried me forward was that one of teamwork and team spirit. You all know, ladies and gentlemen, friends, that in this country we only have one cancer, and that cancer is tribalism. Tribalism permeates all aspects of our lives. Look for output. Let the tribe be the last one. And so I became this can we just do things the way they should be done? Do not discriminate against a tribal person, but look for output, for heaven's sake. And when you look for it, you will get it in every community. God was very clear. Let me end by saying that God was very, very generous and fair. The poorest of the poor has the same intelligence brain as the richest of the rich, in equal measure. having money in your pocket does not make you more intelligent. And for this university, we have great teamwork. I can see most of my team members are still there. It is important that the professors who are in this room, please write your memoirs on time. Because nobody knows the time. And when you die with the information in your head, it becomes not very useful. Thank you very much.
And all Kenyans know what has happened as a result of Professor Magoha's leadership at the Kenya National Examinations Council. I've talked about it until the cows come home, but for me, it has been a blessed experience of working with a true leader. It's true, Professor Magoha has been a transformational leader. Virtually in every sphere of his life, in everything he has done, he has demonstrated leadership. I want to tell you, my friends, that the crisis we have in our country, especially the university sector, is a crisis of leadership. If we sorted out the crisis of leadership in the Kenya's university sector, we will achieve a lot. Every single report that we have looked at recently, and for the last 17 or 18 months, I've been at the House as Cabinet Secretary for Education, I've come across horrifying experiences, incredible things that every time I keep asking myself this simple question: why on earth do we manage ourselves the way we do? We have ruined our institutions because of incompetent leadership, because of tribalism, and the report that was released by Honorable Speaker Kaparo says it all. Professor Magoha remains an unusual person in what he has done in his life and what he has been able to accomplish. And listening to him this morning, you understand why. His thinking, his philosophy, his outlook to life is totally different. And he has been very successful, not because he goes into places and asks for instruction, but he goes into institutions and into places and asks for output and asks for delivery, work that needs to be done. Reading through his book and reflecting on the experiences that we have shared recently with Professor Magoha, I have no doubt that if we all decided to selflessly serve our country and live the way God, our Creator, expects us to live, this country will achieve much more than we can ever imagine. We have the potential to do things for our country and for ourselves. We have to overcome ourselves. And we have to overcome the habits that we've had over the years in our institutions. Professor Magoha epitomizes not just erudite scholarship, but impeccable, solid academic leadership, strong management, transformational leadership in the education sector. And for a long time to come, Professor Magoha is going to be the standard bearer in the management of institutions, especially institutions of higher learning. So, many of us, including people seated in this audience, have not come to terms with half the reality on how we have mismanaged institutions in this country because of ethnicity and because of tribalism. We have lived with a culture of mediocrity and incompetence as a way of life, protected very strongly by ethnicity. I think time is here for us, and this is a challenge to us, especially in the university sector, to provide leadership in this society.
On the podium, our guest of honor, I'll invite, of course, Professor Billy, the VC. I'll invite the chairman of East African Educational Publishers to come up, the managing director of East African.
For this one
Magoha, which we now declare officially